Welcome to another Genshin Impact video. Today I'm going to do some more rolls on the Inazuma Chronicled wish. I've already done some on my auto account to get Mistsplitter for my Ayaka, but now I'm on my main account where I also wanna roll a bit here. But this time not for a weapon, but for a character. And as some of you probably know, I am a Yoimiya main on this account. I actually have an insane Yoimiya. She's rank 57 on Akasha, top 0.02%. And she's C4 and I would love to get her to C6 someday. But she's actually not the character I'm gonna roll for today. That's actually Chiori. Because she's also a character I use a lot and I love her and want to get her to C6 someday. She's only C1, so a lot further away than Yoimiya from the C6. But her C6 just sounds so much fun. It basically turns her into a main DPS. And I already do sometimes play her as a main DPS because her normal attacks just look so cool. I love them. Some of the coolest normal attacks in the game. And it actually works surprisingly well if you give her some normal attack supports like Yunjin, for example. But of course, it's not really optimal and definitely a lot worse than her sub DPS playstyle unless you have C6. So I definitely want to get that someday, and I'm saying someday because I'm definitely not getting it today. Even though I have a lot of Primogems, even if I were to use all of them, it probably wouldn't be enough for C6. But I actually do not want to go all in here, because I'm actually saving for Skirk. And the only reason I decided to roll on the Chronicled Wish, even though I'm saving for Skirk, is that I'm already at 70 pity on the character banner, as you can see here. So even if I lose the 50-50 for Skirk, I'm only gonna need like 80 to 90 pulls to get her, so I can afford to spend some on the Chronicled Wish. Though I also do want Skirk's weapon, so I think in total I need like 230 pulls. Worst case if I lose all the 50-50s for C0 R1 Skirk. But with the Primogems I currently have and the Fates and the ones I'm still gonna get until Skirk's release, I should still be able to get C0 R1 Skirk, even if I go to 1 pity here on the Chronicled Wish and get a 5-star here. But as you could already see in the beginning, I am in front of Chiori Boutique here. I think that's a good place to roll for Chiori. So let's hope she actually comes home and, you know, gives me that nice C2. And then I only need 4 more for C6. And if I lose the 50-50, you know, like I already said, Yoimiya would be awesome. And other than that, I guess a constellation for Yae would be nice. And I would have said a constellation for Kokomi would also be nice. But I'm kind of still a little bit salty that I lost the 50-50 to Kokomi on my auto account when I tried to get an Ayaka constellation. So please don't give me another Kokomi. But yeah, definitely main target Chiori. So let's confirm the selection. There we go. And now, without further ado, I'm pretty sure I'm at like 0 pity here. Yeah, no record. I haven't rolled here since the Mondstadt Chronicled Wish. I might be at like 1 or 2 pity, but I'm pretty sure I stopped right after I got Jean. And it's been too long now to actually see the rolls from back then. But I'm definitely very low on pity. So let's just say 0, because I think I'm pretty much at 0. But yeah, anyway, now without further ado, let's start the rolls and see if I can get 1 constellation here for Chiori. Starting off with a 4-star. I don't think I need any of the 4-stars in this banner. I think they're all C6 already, the characters. And the weapons probably also are R5, except for the limited Inazuma weapons in this banner. But I'm not really using them. I mean, starting off with a sacrificial bow, that's the exact same status on my auto account. I also got a sacrificial bow in the first temple there. Okay. And then I won the 50-50 for Mistsplitter, so maybe that's a good sign that the rolls are starting the same way. Yeah, pretty much the exact same pull. Just 1 sacrificial bow. But it is definitely R5. All the non-limited weapons that I can get here, I already have several R5s of on this account. So I'm not really looking for weapons. But it's kind of the same for characters, like I already said. I think almost all of them are C6. But I still wouldn't be mad about getting characters instead of a useless weapon like this, because, you know, weapons only give 2-star glitter, but a C6 character would give 5-star glitter. And also I did get a flute pretty early on the auto count as well. So these rolls feel almost identical right now to the ones I did a few hours ago. I mean, this video is probably gonna come out a few days after my Mistsplitter rolls, but I'm still recording this on the same day. So it feels like a real deja vu here right now. Let's hope the next one is finally a character. so that I get at least a little bit more star glitter. But yeah, that was the second tempo, so now for 30 pity, third tempo, still no 5-star. And now we are getting to the point where I'm like, even if I do get a 5-star now, I'm probably not gonna try to get another one, because then it's gonna cost too much of my Skirk funds. Maybe if in like the next 1 or 2 tempos there's a 5-star character, I might try to get a second one. But if not, then I'll probably just leave it at 1 5-star. Ooh, 24325. What do you want from me? I'm kind of busy right now. Anyway, there we finally got a character. And yeah, C6, like I said. So, that was the third one. So now the fourth tempo, 40 pity. Let's see. Still a 4-star. Yeah. Oh, there we have one of the limited weapons. Okay, Akumaru. I think... I'm not sure if I already had this one. I know I have the spear and the bow, but I think the claymore might have been the one that I was missing. Hazel should also be C6 already. Yeah, it is actually new. Okay, yeah. Awesome. Got a new claymore. Not sure if I'm gonna use it on anyone, but it's definitely nice to have. Way better than all the non-limited weapons that I already have like 100 of. And Hazel actually wasn't C6, I just saw. Interesting. I was pretty sure that he was C6. Let's see, which constellation is this? C3? Wow, he's only C2? I completely misremembered that. I thought he was way higher. Okay, well, C3 Hazel, nice. Wouldn't mind getting some more Hazels, now that I know that he's not C6. Anyway, back to the rolls. That was the fourth tempo, right? So now tempo number 5. Here we go. Still a 4-star. Come on, another Hazel, please. Sarah again. Okay. I mean, I love Sarah. She's awesome. But she's already C6. Still better than a weapon, though. Like I already said, it's more star glitter than the weapons. No, 60 pity. Yeah, I think we are gonna have to go all the way to soft pity. It's really looking like that now. I mean, there's one more tempo before we reach pity. And we got a Witzith here, okay. And Rust. I mean, yeah. Getting more than 1 4-star per tempo, I'm definitely not gonna complain about that. Because that's just some bonus star glitter. But yeah, now this is gonna be the last tempo before soft pity. Our last chance basically to get an early 5-star, and we didn't get one. Okay, that was to be expected. Now the next tempo is gonna be really interesting, because it's pretty much guaranteed to be a 5-star, but it is a 50-50. So, please, game, please give me Chiori. Come on, Chiori, Chiori. Yeah, 5-star as expected. Just show me the Geo girl. Are you kidding me? Are you actually freaking kidding me? I just said in the beginning of the video that I don't want to lose another 50-50 to Kokomi after that just happened on my old account. And the game gives me Kokomi again? Really? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Kokomi and I actually use her a lot on this account, so this is not bad. But damn, I don't want to see you right now, Kokomi. Like, seriously. Oh, and a bell. Yeah, rub salt in the wound. Why don't you? Give me the most useless weapon. I mean, not that it matters. It could have been any weapon and it would have just been star glitter, basically. But, ah, I hate this. I hate this so much. God damn it. I said I wouldn't go for another 5-star, but I'm seriously considering it now, just because I'm so mad about this Kokomi. I need, like, I don't know, 13,000, 14,000 Primogems to guarantee Skirk if I lose the 50-50 for Skirk. And then for the weapon, if I lose the 50-50 there and have to go to 2 pities, that's another like over 20k. I mean, I am gonna get some more Primogems and Fates over the next few weeks before Skirk comes out. But if I do more rolls here, then I might not be able to get Skirk's weapon. I do have a bunch of good swords though, so it might be worth it to risk it here, because I just don't want to end this on Kokomi again. Like I already did on my other rolls today. It just feels so bad. What does Kokomi C1 even do? Let's see. While using her burst, define a normal attack in her combo. does more damage basically. Really, you have to do a full normal attack combo doing a burst. I mean, there are some teams where I'm using Kokomi as a driver on field, so it's not the worst thing to have, but it's not the most useful constellation either. There's a part of me thinking that if I just win the 50-50 for Skirk and for her weapon, that I won't even need that many Primogems. Then I'm gonna be fine with like having 10k left after today. That would still be enough if I win the 50-50s. But that's a big if. If I just win one of the 50-50s, then I would also need less than 20k Primogems in total, I think. Maybe if I use up the 8,000 I have right now above 20k and then save 20k for Skirk, that should still be fine. As long as I don't get super unlucky on Skirk's banner. Then I would have, as a last resort, still some Genesis crystals, right? How many do I have? Enough for 2 temples. I usually exclude these from the calculations to have them, you know, like an emergency reserve if all else fails. But if I include these in the calculations, then I might actually be able to afford doing some more rolls in the Chronicled Wish.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I've done some more math, and I think I've come to a conclusion. And that conclusion is that even if I have to go all the way to another soft pity here to get Chiori, and don't get an early 5-star, which would leave me with around 16k Primogems, I would still have more than enough to guarantee Skirk, and enough to have at least a decent chance of getting her weapon. It's not guaranteed anymore, but I would still have, you know, a decently high chance for Skirk's weapon. And actually even possibly still a guarantee, just not on day 1 of Skirk's banner, but with the Primogems I would get from the 20 days that her banner is active, and then when I roll on the last day, I'm pretty sure I still can guarantee the weapon, even if I go to another soft pity here. If that weren't the case, I would not do this, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna do some more pulls here. So yeah, I'm not gonna overthink this anymore, and just do it. 4-star, I'm just gonna skip the 4-star pulls now. Because I don't really care anymore, I just want to get my Chiori. Still a 4-star, that's the second tempo, Shinobu, nice. Already C6, but I'll take the Star Glitter. That's some extra pulls for Skirk. Third tempo. Still a 4-star. Favonius, Sword, don't really need that anymore. I would prefer characters for the Star Glitter. Still a 4-star, that was it the 4th or 5th one? Kirara, nice. That was the 4th one, right. So now, tempo number 5. Still purple, come on. But we got 3 4-star weapons here, okay. Still only a little bit more Star Glitter than one character, but it is what it is. 60. Still purple. Goro. And 70, that's the last tempo I'm gonna do, and from here on out I'm gonna do single pulls. Sayu and a weapon, nice. And yeah, I should be pretty close to pity now, so let's just do single pulls. That one is blue. That one is also blue. Blue again. And blue again. At least give me purple, game. Where are all the 4-stars and 5-stars? There we go. Okay, there's my Chiori. Man, you really drained my Primogems, huh? But honestly, worth it. Because Chiori is just that amazing. I wouldn't do that for many characters, investing this much, when I'm actually saving for another character. But Chiori is one of the few, because I just really wanna get her to C6 someday. So I need to take every chance I can get to get Chiori constellations, especially now that she's probably only gonna be in the Chronicled Wish going forward. And we have no idea how frequent the Chronicled Wishes are gonna come back. Next Inazuma Chronicled Wish might be in a year or more than that. So yeah. And with 16k I still have a guaranteed Skirk and, like I said, a decent chance of getting her weapon, so it's fine. I can afford it. I would not have done it if I were at like 0 pity on the character banner, but since I'm already at 70 pity here, it's fine. Anyway, well, that was one of the rolling sessions of all time. but so worth it. I mean, just look at her. I just love these normal attacks, and I can't wait to someday have her C6, so I can actually do a lot of damage with them. And for now, the C2 is also not bad. From what I remember, just gives her even more damage on the skill. Oh no, after the burst, right? That's the burst, I think. Yeah, here could Twin Blades. And yeah, it actually does a lot of damage, so that's nice. And her ER needs aren't actually that high, so it's pretty easy to get her burst, and the burst itself is already doing decent damage, so yeah, this is actually a nice constellation. I'm not activating it right now because I might make a video about it. I'm not sure about that, and in case I want to do like a before and after comparison, I'm not gonna activate it yet. But anyway, that certainly was something. Elof, explain yourself. Why didn't you call Chiori here? Or because she already was here? Because she's already standing right in front of you? That's actually a good argument. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I should probably just end the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Genshin Impact and other gacha content. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, have a nice day.